could you introduce yourself and who you work for?
Hi, my name's Mike, also known as Gregan, and I am the Finity Elite Series and Rocket League manager for Vitality.
Okay, cool. So what made you get involved with the Digital Schoolhouse Esports tournament, Mike?
I got involved with them at the finals of last event, and I was there as a guest pro player with Doomsy and Bipod, and I actually got to commentate a little bit of it, and since then I've just been a huge advocate of pushing them and really hoping they can spread nationwide.
So why did you get involved? You know, what are the benefits of something like this? Do you think it's important to get people engaged into esports at a younger age as to the career opportunities and so on?
I think as it's such a fast developing industry, there needs to be people teaching the younger generation how they can get involved. Just for example, an esports degree in business has recently started at Staffordshire University. That wasn't there a year ago, and that kind of thing needs to be taught to the new generation as it grows and there's more opportunities. And for example, how do you get involved? It's going to change year on year. So it's great to have a group of people who are aiming to educate those people and what is best for them in their current year group.
Definitely. And what's it been like for you, someone with specialism in Rocket League, I've taken part in this sort of Overwatch tournament?
I don't understand Overwatch that much. I'm watching it and I can see when someone does something good, but I don't really understand what makes a team good. Especially with the 3v3, it's very different to the 6v6, which I have watched a bit before. But the main thing is people are having fun, people are trying to get better, and every game has a point where you can learn, and I think these guys have still got a long way to go before they've reached their skill ceiling. So for them, it's just the experience of learning a game, practicing it and competing in it, that is something that a lot of people won't ever experience until they get really good at a game.
Definitely. And just a quick note on the Rocket League scene as well in the UK. We've got yourself, Doomsy you mentioned, and a few others, and we've got some good few players. There was a young player that won an Insomnia a while back, you know. So tell us a bit about the UK scene and UK talent.
I think people underestimate how good the UK scene is for Rocket League. We're the second highest earning nation after the United States. And the fact that we've got players so diverse across Scotland, we've got some Welsh players coming through recently, there's a lot of English players, and they're all getting that experience through things like G-Finity Elite Series and competing at the top level. Just for example, the most recent major DreamHack in Leipzig had Bluey, one of the young UK players on the team, doing very well, and the list goes on of how many good players there are.
And finally, what are your comments on the G-Finity Elite Series? You guys have just started that. What are your sort of aims there? You know, what are your thoughts going into this split?
So it's a mixture of aims. One, we want to have fun. We want to enjoy the camera time and entertaining, spreading our story and everything. But our Rocket League team, we're hoping to win it. Same with our FIFA team, I think we can do really well. The Street Fighter team, I think we still can win it. But again, it's a learning experience for these players. It's a great way for them to get used to stage time and improve for bigger events within those games. But also just to play in a different setup, play in a franchise setup that's very different. Because you get to represent your brand, and your brand comes first in a way where when you're playing in like Street Fighter competitions, you as an individual comes first. So yeah, it's a different setup, and the more things each player plays in, the better.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to add? Great answers there.
I just want to see Digital Schoolhouse grow and grow. So if you are a school and you see this, get in contact with them. There's such a great opportunity to get esports involved in your curriculum.